Hey, this is Jayme from Lick the Spoon podcast. Beth and I are two geriatric millennial friends sharing stories and talking. So we hope you enjoy listening. And if you do, please take a second to tap the subscribe/follow button so you don't miss any of our episodes. Thanks.
Okay, now what's your cringy moment?
Okay, I have a cringy moment. This was super embarrassing. Well, now I have like 10 more because as you were talking about dancing, I was a dancer growing up. And so I took dance classes, and then at the end of every season, we'd have a big recital. And there was this one time where I missed the cue. And so I was behind everything, and I didn't really, it's like I didn't learn the dance really or something. And I just remember there was somebody from my high school there because his little sister was in the dances too. And so I was just like, it was one of those moments like I look at, okay, so it was like not the worst thing, obviously. Like it's not like, oh my gosh, somebody was injured or anything like that. But it's like that kind of cringy moment that pops up at you at like, when you're trying to go to bed, like, like when you get the foot jerk sometimes, like right when you're going to sleep, it's like that kind of cringy moment that pulls you out of sleep.
Oh gosh.
And makes you just like, go, oh my gosh, why did I act like that? And it's just like, there's probably like 8 or 9 memories in my life that are just like cringe. And they like to reappear. And it's just like, at the worst times, sometimes so bad that I'll just like, oh, like that. I'll make a face, scrunching my eyes and
cringing,
making like literally cringing. But I'm not by myself. I'm like out in public. So I'm like, let me add that to the list.
Yeah. And then you're like, do I need to explain this? Okay.
It never ends. Yeah.
Okay.
So I have one of my cringy moments that likes to come up is like, I got invited with some work friends to go play beach volleyball.
Okay, when was this? Like, so
this was literally 4 years ago.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm an adult.
Okay.
A real adult, like 30s. Yes. And I go, and I didn't really want to go, but I went because I'm trying to get outside my comfort zone. And we're playing beach volleyball, and all of my people that I'm closer friends with are on the opposite side. So I'm on the side with the people I don't really know.
Yeah.
And they're like, you serve first. So I'm like, you know what? That's right. I was almost on 8th grade 18 volleyball. I did not pass the tryouts, but I worked really hard on B team the year before. So I got this. Yeah. So I throw the ball up.
Yeah. Okay.
Like an Olympic,
you're gonna
like
spike,
an Olympic
like you're gonna
player.
Like you're gonna spike
I'm
serve.
just gonna ace, right? No. I hit it with the side of my head. It just goes on the ground.
And you're like,
and then the next guy just pushed me over. Said, go over there. And I was just like, and these were in front of my coworkers. And
you only had one shot. Like they didn't say, oh, try it again.
No.
Are these serious volleyball players?
No, but they just knew that it wasn't going to happen. And then the next person does it like a normal human underhand.
Yeah. That's I think how I would, I don't think
how you would approach it.
Well, see, okay. We used to play volleyball when I was, growing up a kid in Belize. I never had even attempted an overhand serve because.
Yeah. I hadn't done it in 22 years. And I thought, you know what? Today's the day. I'm going to show everybody that my skills have improved. It was so cringy. It was so cringy.
Oh my gosh.
And then after, it's like in the moment, it was cringy. And then as we continued to play, it was so cringy that I couldn't get over. I just left, honestly.
You're still not over it.
Okay. I'm like in the moment of talking about it. Yeah, I'm going to be fine. Like I'm never going to think about this again after we've talked about this, except for like maybe 4 years from now where it's going to pop back into my head like a vicious
2 o'clock in the morning.
Yes. Wake me up and just be like, remember that time you did the volleyball serve wrong? You're an idiot. Anyway, that's one of many like cringe stories that will just pop out of nowhere. I'm like, I always tell my brain, like, why do you hate me? Why are you like thinking about something that's from 20 years ago that nobody even knows about but you? And like, why? Yeah. Why, when I'm just trying to relax, watch some TikToks, are you deciding to do this to me? I do not understand.
That's interesting.
It's sad.
Well,
and yeah,
maybe there's some like I don't know, some memories that get triggered.
Nope. I've tried to work through it and be like, okay, I'm gonna sit in this memory, and maybe it's something I need to like. Maybe there's something to learn from, or like emotion.
I was just saying something somehow reminded you, like some kind of connection.
Oh yeah, there's definitely like triggers that that's what make them pop up. But I'm like, why am I having such a visceral reaction?
Because you have a brain.
Okay, but like,
a memory.
It happened when I was 15. Who cares?
You have a really good memory.
It's awful. I remember the good and the bad. Like, it's pretty. It's pretty horrible. Anyway, do you have any cringy moments that are reoccurring in your life?
Huh. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I have to think.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I'm sorry. No, it's past my bedtime. Wait, I had one.
And it's gone because we're old.
It is gone. And I feel the pressure. I'm like, the clock is ticking. We're recording.
And the thing is too about a cringy moment is I feel like they, like once they're gone, it's like, it's gone. You don't remember it. Like it's gone.
Yeah.
I have another one that I'll share while you're thinking. Okay.
So I can't think while you're sharing because I'm totally enthralled in your story. But so don't expect me to have one right away. But go ahead.
Maybe this will trigger you.
Yeah, maybe
because
it will.
It triggers me every time I go to Yolks.
Okay.
And I go to the grocery store. And one day I was at the grocery store. I had like my AirPods in because I was talking to my aunt on the phone. And I was trying to like get a cart and it wouldn't come apart. And there's kind of like a lot of people there. And this guy comes around me and he gets the cart out. And I just take the cart and go. But he wasn't getting it out for me. He was doing it for himself. Like,
I love that.
Like I'd kind of given up and he like did it and he was like, gotta go. And I took the card, said, thank you. And I just kept walking.
And then you're like, wait,
and then
maybe
I was just
that
like,
wasn't for me.
I hung up with my aunt and then it dawned on me what I had done. I'm like, oh my gosh, I could never come back to this grocery store ever again. And so not all the time, but every once in a while. And it was one of those baby carts too. So every once in a while, like I'll be getting my little baby cart to do grocery shopping and it'll just come back to me in his face and me being like, I don't know what overtook me, but I became the epitome of what I do not want to be in that moment. So
yeah, that's
cringe.
A good one. That's a good one.
It was pretty awful. So sir, if you ever hear this, which you won't, I'm deeply, deeply, deeply sorry for my actions.
I'm sure he would forgive you.
I'm sure he doesn't even remember it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, but me, I'm just like mortified for life that I stole some gentleman's cart. And he was a younger guy too. So like it could have been like a meet cute.
Right.
Or cute meat. No, meat cute. But yeah, it just...
It wasn't.
It was not. It was a cringy, this woman's a Karen.
I wonder if it's because you were talking to somebody and you just weren't fully there. It makes it
worse because then I'm like an entitled hooch that's just on the phone in her own world, just trying to steal people's shopping carts. Cringe. Anyway, yeah. I got a brain full of them that just at the most inopportune times, it just like to pop out. So love it.
I love listening.
Yeah, it's pretty prolific in my life. And it makes me think like, am I the only one that's just like sitting around cringe all night? But then I see TikToks of people doing the same thing. So I'm like, I'm not alone.
No, you're not alone.
Mm-mm.
Although I don't have one coming to mind in this very second. Just I need time.
I know you're going to think of like 20 on the way home. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, Jayme.
I know.
I'm so sorry that you're thinking about these moments now. I love your face right now. You are like a dead stare. Just like I need a cringe moment.
I know, I do.
Well, what's an embarrassing? Do you have any embarrassing moments?
I'm just the ones that I told you that I'm remembering about, like my deodorant failing me.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, I have some that I am not going to share on this podcast.
Oh, you should totally share it then.
No, I can't. It's too bad.
What is it? You should just do it. It'll purge your soul.
It's so bad.
Do it. It will make you feel better. Oh, those are the best.
Okay, if I do this,
vulnerability is a strength.
Did I tell you this? I don't know the internet to know this.
It's like 15 people. It's fine.
It's disgusting.
Ooh, now I'm intrigued.
All right, here we go. So, I'm 19 years old. I'm living with a host family. I'm kind of seeing this guy where, we kind of like each other.
Yeah.
So, it's the morning and I wake up and lo and behold, it's that time of the month. Okay?
Got it.
So, wasn't prepared in that very moment. So, of course, I need to change my underwear.
Yeah.
All right. This is just life, people, right?
Yeah.
Like we all
had it happen.
Of course, that's how it happens.
Yes.
I mean, unless you want to wear a pad 24 hours, sounds
fun to me.
30 days a month. Okay, so anyhow, I don't have time to deal with this. Like I'm on my way. I'm doing something. I gotta go. This is not my house. I'm like, in somebody else's house, and so like for whatever reason, I like, kick off the gross underwear, like, clean myself up or whatever, kick them under the bed.
Okay.
I'll deal with that later.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. So go on with my day, blah, blah, blah. Later on evening, hanging out with the boy, like whatever we go, I don't know, whatever we went and hung out and had fun and whatever. And so anyways, brings me home or we come home, we're hanging out. I don't know where my host family is. They're not in this picture. They're not part of this memory because it's just me and him and the cat.
Oh no.
So.
Oh no.
So we're hanging out And, the host family has a cat who proceeds to enter the living room where we're hanging out with my dirty, bloody underwear in its mouth. Then, not only that, the cat literally brings this to the boy.
Oh, no.
Who then picks up the underwear and looks at me and goes, "What's this?"
No, that is not a gentleman. Oh, no.
And I am mortified. I mean, I'm young. Like, okay, you know what? Now,
It'd be whatever.
I'd be like,
Oh, I still
you
got
know
my period.
exactly what that is. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. Anyway,
No,
that
19,
scenario would not
that's-
happen for multiple reasons. Not the least of which we don't have a cat inside the house. But anyways, no, that's not going to, like, it's just different mindset,
Yeah.
right? 19, like, I'm
Yeah,
mortified.
That's life ending.
Oh my gosh. I was so embarrassed. I was basically speechless and was like, I need to go to bed now. And so he left, and I will never forget.
Yeah.
I will never forget the cringiest of moments.
Oh gosh, that's painful.
Because I was just like I couldn't,
What
like when he's like, hey, literally holding it up and is like, "What's this?" And then he's like, "Oh," and I'm like,
I need you to.
and okay, by the way,
I love that you're like, I need to go to bed immediately.
can I just tell you? Okay, I'm just gonna go into further detail just because
Yeah.
whatever. Blood that's old.
Yeah.
Guess what color it is?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not red anymore.
Yeah.
Guess what color it is?
It's purple.
It's brown. Okay.
Oh, it's brown. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just the reality,
Yeah.
right? Old, dry
Yeah.
blood.
Oh my gosh.
So, the question, it's a valid question. Like, what is this?
no,
like,
it's.
it could
I'm
be,
sorry. No.
I mean, no, it's not, but
It's
it
not-
kind of is because you're like, like, what is this? So I don't know. I mean, it's just gross, nasty, just embarrassing. I mean, all of the above. I just was mortified. I was just like, this is
That's
the worst thing
beautiful.
ever. And now it's like one of my embarrassing moment stories that I just have now put on this podcast for all the lick the spooners.
Oh, maybe not that term and this story together. But I feel like every woman has that story. Everybody does. And so if somebody's gonna
I
be out there
don't
like,
know. I've never heard a story like that. I mean, I have more stories regarding, menstruation, but that's the worst one for me.
I mean, that's not a great story.
No, I feel
You know
like
what I
it's
mean?
the worst.
That's horrible.
I feel like it's the worst
It's
one
horrible.
ever of all women of all time.
I mean,
It's probably not.
No, definitely not. But it's pretty bad.
Thank
But
you.
somebody out there is listening, like, you know what? My story's not too bad.
You
Thanks,
know what?
Jamie.
You know what? Share it. Share it with
Share
us.
it. You know what? And like, if you're a young girl and you have an incident with your period, it happens to all of us.
It does. It really
It
does.
does.
No, that is not the only story I have.
Yeah. And guess what? You know what? You're not going to really remember it in the next 20 years. It's just going to come up periodically in the middle of the night to either jolt you out of sleep or keep you from going to sleep. So
Well, if
you're
it's,
welcome.
And you know what? If it's that bad, you will remember it.
yeah.
I mean,
what was
that's
the
just,
guy's name? You don't know.
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay. You do.
In fact,
In fact,
if you're listening, you know who you
no,
are.
you are. It was my period blood. So it was not
That's
poop.
what it was.
Just want to say that for the record. Oh my gosh. It's too much.
I can't believe I just did that.
I
told
love
you
it.
all.
Love
Do
it.
you? Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Now the
Now the world knows.